creating broadcast. So this game I've been playing a lot of called Hive Blight got a rework to Poison, which was really strong. Don't know if the rework is going to be a nerf or if it's still going to be very strong. First, scope out mode up. Base. Things died. So he does 3 damage. Hmm. First item. Currently. Hmm. Lose. Deal with that. Dead. I don't know. He was. Alright, we are significantly weaker than we used to be. That's what happens with nerfs. Hmm. It's wild that that's the strat you have to use. Don't like any of these. Okay. Like all of these. Same boss. If I didn't. Bad. Wonder if still solo. Have the health to. They're taking off. He can do it, but barely. Jeez, and that was with a level up too. Kabuto hum. Or is it the Myrtle Bow? Well, that will get be almost where he was. Damage. Like we're going mid. 1 upgrade. 2 upgrade. As far as money that's necessary. So if I have an additional, get this probably 100 at this point. Merchant. I don't know if I want that. I feel like the poison nerf might be too big. We'll find out. That fight felt better. First of all, I need it. think we put that on the AoE guy. Could be convinced that it should be. Exactly know what happened, but he died real quick. Ah, first of all. Wonder that works. Actually, with Berserk. Find out. Me one. YouTube. Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, that guy went up 6. Cool. Yay, science. Should be okay. Like Kirk. Achilles fight the. I'm gonna pull in. Grab Kirk. It does. Alright, so I have enough gold where I could take this by a trinket. Yeah, for me. Good stuff. For sure. What 60 for here, so we can take one. Definitely get 30. Look. What? Apple account. Got a code for it. Wouldn't expect it to. Can't afford these. I wish I could. That would be great. Steel and flint knucks would be awesome. So now Bakan is doing 4 poison per attack. 4 poison per second per attack. Now that my guy starts stealth, have him there. I'm 1. I think sneak attack is fine. Upgrade. Let's go. Really? I'll get really cool up against the green back. Team feels cohesive. I wish I could stop Paris from dying. .30 shield. Okay. Percival's weird. You don't really want him to have that much more health because you're relying on Berserk to go off. 30 HP. And the boss. This fight's interesting. Sometimes it will have a row of ranged guys and like all of these slots filled and all of these slots. Other times you'll just get like a easy little groups of threes. I need you to go up here. He walks up here. So you can throw poison. Yep. Also attack speed. I was thinking less attack speed might actually be stronger on Bakan, but it feels like him attacking faster is very helpful. I don't know. Harris dies in every fight. But Bakan wins every fight. If I get a better item for Bakan, this over Ghana or Yaga. Wow. Certainly not the path to take. So, if I wanted to fully upgrade right now, 90, 108, 240, that takes 5. I think 3 is the maximum to get. I know there's a fourth one there. Doesn't make any sense. Barely. Because I could do this one, but then I'd have to choose. Definitely getting a shop. Or we could choices. Oh, not. There's only like 2 people who ever message Facebook. Odds are it's you. That felt better. Upgrade Percival. There's no. really like target this guy. Further back. Way to target him. Well then, target that guy. So 5% increase versus 4 damage at 0.6. Oh, that's double. We go this route. So it's 24 damage to A. I think we go that route, but not quite yet. Let's go. Dig the red hat. That's a huge grade for. Got 12 bucks of Nettle Blade. Toxic Pollen. Troxin. Sharpen Shell. But can't forward anything. I'll definitely have enough money for the next. Question is, do I go this route to get a items to it? What's up, IDM? So I'm 2 items shy right now. Easily get those 2 items there. So it's kind of tough. I think. So Bakan definitely got a nerf. They took his attack speed down to 0.7, but they increased his damage to 3. And instead of doing 12 poison initially, he does 20. I think the biggest nerf to him is his attack speed. So the way the reworked poison is, instead of it ticking faster per stack, it now takes 10 stacks of poison to do 1 damage per second. So you do 1 damage per 10 stacks per second. Now the counter is poison no longer has its stacks decrease. So once you get poison stacks on something, it's going to take that amount of damage until it dies or you die. So right now he's doing 4 damage per second per attack, which is fine. It's different things. Like I feel like Bakan is okay, but his attack speed is the bigger pain for him. In fact, I would rather him do 1 damage at 1 attack speed again. That would feel better, because his whole damage thing is getting poison. But the counter thing is like, so Morgana here starts doing 4 damage, and so it's 4 poison per attack, which is only, as it reads, 1 damage per second until you hit increments of 10. So it takes Morgana 5 attacks to do more than 1 damage per second. Yeah, I dig what they're doing as far as the rework goes, but I think there's a lot of things that were built on the old system that haven't necessarily been interacted with correctly. Like, again, this guy is going to take 5 attacks, and he attacks at 0.6 speed. So yeah, Morgana is uber nerfed. It takes 3 levels just to get it to do 2 damage every second attack. Which is crazy when you consider it should be doing 12 damage, but now it's doing 2. I think Morgana is a problem for this. Again, I think the nerf on Bakan is more attack speed. I've gotten his attack speed up, and he feels good. I think the poison rework is the only real thing that happened here. Yaga still feels great. I was able to solo the first boss with Yaga. I did upgrade Yaga right before it, but the only item I had was the birch buckler at the time. I need the extra item. Do I go this route and try to... No, I need items. Man, that's a good item if I had previously not gotten rid of my... does damage to myself on attack thing. Play that Percival. I did a run with Hector yesterday, I think it was. Didn't stream it, but Hector still not the easy ramp that you would think. Not the easy ramp that you'll want him to, for sure. Oh, the other rework with the poison is the trinket that Pecan starts with, Infected Swarm. Instead of it doing all of the remaining poison, it only does half of the remaining poison. So there's diminishing returns on things that kill. Wow. Kinda went off there. Take an item. Okay. Can't say that the items I've gotten on this run are good. Yaga's Yaga. Still attacks fast, he still does damage, he still kills things. You're not gonna complain about who Yaga is. This really isn't much of a stealth build currently. The exception of, like, rock camouflage is a thing here. But I haven't gotten any of the items to make my guy stealth immediately. That's what silent. Yep. Yeah, I could see. I mean, they're pretty active in doing updates and balance changes. So I think if something needs to be reworked, they're certainly apt to do it. So now Bakan's gonna be doing crazy amount, right? Doing 19 attack. Five. So they're upgraded enemies. They did some like UI difference and made enemies have a little bit different stacking action. So you'll notice when they run up to you, they don't stack all on one. They kind of have their own hitboxes, it seems. I like that Morgana kept unstealthing, and so they would bounce off of him and. Alright. I've got the cash. Get another tier 3 unit. Matter. Would I rather have these guys get AoE'd? Yeah, probably. I think so. I noticed early on that Bakan was practically one-shotting things. When you consider he only was doing 3 damage. Down here. I think it's the same interaction. So he was doing like everybody on. So he was doing 8 damage a hit plus the 2 poison, which I guess is 10. Yeah, that's 10. So yeah, he was one-shotting things instantly that had 10 health because they had. I started this run with Paris. And Paris Bakan is about as strong of a start as you can get. Get a Morgana. If you haven't seen it, they added a 3rd act. I'm currently in. Which it doesn't have a unique boss or anything, but items suck. I think it suck. I guess I'll take Rage. Let's get an item. Yeah, let's put that there. Well, I didn't know if you played. That's 30 health. Let's. Got 110. Yeah, this is only a This is only a 10 health upgrade on purpose. So clearly 30 health is better than 10 health. I'll be the match to stand there. Man, I really wish Morgana could be chucking at these spear throwers. If you can't, you might as well. Oh, my guys have full item. Who plays game? Why play a game with? That guy had 700 poison on him. I do a fair bit more of. Found Let's Plays when I was in college. We go Percival for 30 HP or Paris for 10, but more Shatter. Maybe I should have been looking to upgrade Paris sooner because of the Shatter. Occasionally I play video games. Yeah, I agree with you there. This is another. No, this is one where this guy's got 5, this guy's got 3, and this guy has got 4. And these are all super high HP. Put you here. Put Yaga here. Here? Oh, here. There we go. Want you on him for sure. Actually, really want Chabristle too. That's gotta be that. We don't want that at all. Brilliant strategy. Yeah, I think solo Bakan is 100% dead. There were fights where I couldn't win without like precise angling. I think mostly because Morgana was a very bad pick-upper. We got 2 tries at this. I feel confident. Let's go. Easy. 664, so that was 66 damage a second. I could see Yaga potentially being able to solo. Nothing in the nerfs really affected him. Yeah, Morgana was always something that I wanted to be better than it was. Speaking of, I had a fun run the other night with Styx as my guy because of this. It was 4 stealth units without Bakan, and Kirk, I think, was my non-stealth unit. Hector, I wish you were good. Richard! I would like to do more poison, but I feel like Morgana is far too nerfed to take this option. Could get Paris again. We could get Nina and try the charm route. I don't find myself really liking the Sweet Symphony. Not taking Bob. We could take Nina. It's kind of a different strategy. See what we got. We got one upgrade. Nice merchants at the end. We have to take this path. I think going bottom here's better. Not fine to spend it. Oh, but we have to go up here to get. What? Ride the up train the whole way until this one. Assuming we make it that far. I don't know. This is fairly good team to start with. Styx is gonna be out here clobbering idiots in the back of their heads. Wow, wow. I think there's enough items to make Charm strong. Oh. Hellblade's so good. I think any tier Styx is good. Lyra was the first bug that I used to get win. Certainly happy to have her on my camera. But oh, I think I goofed. I don't think it matters. I goofed because Lyra should be the one with this because that's doing poison damage on everyone and giving stealth. He likes stealth. Poison damage. Go up. Wait a minute. Oh, it's only wall stealth. Ooh. So you only get the 4 stacks of poison. Hmm. 4 stacks of poison really isn't better than this guy getting 9 stacks. We don't have anything spreading poison. But on this fight in particular, having Lyra be stealthed would be Well, like, oh, can get. You're gonna attack those guys, and you need to be down here. We might have to change this. I'm not confident. It's not bad. Pop, 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 pop. Good job, Lyra. Now, if we got the trinket to give me ranged allies have 3 stealth, we didn't. I mean, don't really have much poison. So this actually got stronger now that poison doesn't drop off of things. Yeah, that nitroxin's actually a lot stronger, but it's also only doing. Oh, cool! It does 3. That doesn't matter. Like, there's no difference between it doing 3 and 9. I don't like this pick. Yeah, I think aside from fights like that last one where the position mattered, Styx is probably the better person to have. So there's one upgrade. I like staff. Oh, a knight. Gosh, why am I poor? Have one item. I don't think I'm buying it. Though I like the sappy staff, I could see taking that. Lively tambourines, probably not. Trying to think, if you had a poison damager, I think charm actually has a synergy with poison guys because they don't deal damage. But it's charm on yourself, it's not charm on the enemy. Right. I think the only thing that I might buy here is sappy stuff. Would then make Lyra Bob. Make Lyra like stronger. Or hear me out. Guess I could get that and put it on Styx, and Styx would be running around super fast with just whapping people with his shield. Are we suddenly an attack speed build? Would put all of our guys over 1 attack speed to start off with. Would be. Yeah, he would practically be Yaga without the ability to reach health till I get, tempo. Do I care about healing? A little bit. Let's go Hungry Lance. I mean, we're sciencing. We didn't get our poison build to start out with. Staying upright. Where can I move you? Let's go. Oh, look at the poison spread. Does it to everybody, right? I don't think that AoE is very big. Wish it was a little bit big. Sticks out here being Sticks right now is like combo Yaga. All right, give me oh, the easy request. Give me the poison deck, stealth deck. Okay. Didn't look. Excuse me, game. Hmm. Not quite better, Bob. Faster, Bob. Does the fork... Okay, so the fork's just either bugged in its tooltip, bugged in... of... I'm gonna get attacked. Of me. Huh. Lyra did no damage. Huh. I don't know. We don't really have any tanks. Like, our strongest tank is stealth. I don't know that they're gonna do this. We'll try. Yeah, you definitely want them to focus the same enemy, but it's kind of tough because like the Chunguses need to die. Nobody here does any damage except for... Wow. I don't think I can beat. We'll do one more retry. Chunguses. Chunguses is the problem. Also, Tail Apostle is... We can get 3 people on the Apostle. Always has. Like, that'll at least clear that quickly. but I think very quickly after that, Nina dies, Sarah dies. Bad things happen. Alright, we're playing. And now they give me every single thing I would want. Like, I need all of these guys to get an upgrade. I think sadly that Styx is my win condition right now. Which doesn't feel great. Like, how much does 10 HP save Lena? Not much. The one additional charm is probably bigger. Yeah, what I'm missing is an actual tank. Like, yeah, Nina can take the first 2 attacks from anybody, but the issue is after those attacks, that's 2 seconds. So Nina gets a 2-second grace period. Completely demolished. I think we upgrade Styx. I don't know if it's the right call, but that's the call that we're doing. Yeah, I think giving Nina a health buff would be proper. Realistically, she's a tank. Now, all of my ranged guys have stealth. Not that it matters terribly. I'm gonna put the Nettle Blade on Styx because that means it's 12 attacks with poison. Oh, he won't. Backline scavenger. Anyway. Here? Oh. There's no way to get them attacking the... Okay. I can say, giving Styx the upgrade was definitely not the wrong choice. So something like warning stench here now means everybody is going to be getting 1 poison per second. That's good. Adjacent guys getting... So this means I could have optimally 3 units getting plus 0.2 attack speed. It's not bad. I'll poison it. Because that also has nitroxin, but... I guess if you had like 8, 7 units die at the same time. Yeah, the synergy there is broken. Okay. Yeah. Now we kind of have a win condition for Lyra. I just hope I don't get an upgrade path very early in the next thing. We're poor, man. I don't know what the right position. You back here. Need Lyra to be killing. Gonna take axe by go this way. Look at the poison just that is a completely different interaction of poison than I've ever had. I ooh. Okay. Neat. But we're taking infected swarm 100%. Styx is now our Uber Pecan Yaga. Yaga. Mbaga. So there is an upgrade. We can probably get 60 from these two. So it doesn't matter what we choose, we get beat. It's a lot of items, not a lot of money. Or 1, 3, 4 potential upgrades. 4. I don't think I have enough money to do. Let's instead look at items and relics. So I only have like 4. I need 6 items. 1, 2, 4, 5. I can pretty much get all the items I need. But then I'm really behind on upgrades. How many upgrades can I potentially? Lucky to 120. I think I might be making choices almost every path. This seems very strong. But coupled with this, this shop is additional upgrade here is probably better. So I think we go down. We've definitely got enough to upgrade 1 unit, probably Lyra if we don't get to 60. I would much rather get Styx. I think Styx is. It's because I moved away from my mic. The real reason is the noise gate got turned up because audio from the game was coming through too much with one of the games I was playing. And I don't want to wear a headset. Did not get 60. Yeah, I've got a nice like bone conductive headset that's not bad. These are my choices. I guess Vladimir is a tank? Nah, we're going Amadeus. I can't. So Lyra's the only upgrade we can afford here. C doing Nina, but the answer's Lyra. Why is the FPS 40? Can't see. This? Whoa. Back. Well, did not like that. That why? Yeah, you can see it now. My bugs. They're back. They're back. Technical difficult. Now you can see the frames. Why am I getting 40 frames per second in this game? Hey, we're up to 60. This comp's kind of wild. Everybody on Chabristle. Except for you. Yeah, it could be locked, though. I don't know, I'm only getting 50 here. Like, I'm running a 4090. It should oh, 144. We hit 144 on the victory screen. Let's go. Styx is killing it. Well, five plus 3 plus 5 versus Lyra attacking faster. Lyra dies too quickly right now. If I got the tempo causes stealth, take that, but what I got? So, did Gustav only get one proc off before he died? Wow. And Amadeus, on the other hand, got 6. Amadeus got 16. Gustav, come on, boy. I think his attack speed might have been 1.4 before. but otherwise, no. He's always had a pretty fast attack speed. Guy, so we have no people who actually do poison. That guy ended up with 130 stacks of it. They're actually, she didn't die. We got 3 stacks of Gustav this time. Very nice. We need items. We can't afford that. I think we're going up for the upgrade. But there's no way I can afford 2 upgrades. Do I go down? It's kind of senseless to do 2 merchant shops, though. 3 merchant shops is certainly okay. Well, like this. You're even more powerful every 4 attacks. No, I think poison was always very strong, even if you didn't have the units that it was designed for. Do 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 do. I've missed hearing Amadeus's do. But also, this is wrong. Everything here is wrong. This is certainly right. This is less likely to kill me. I'm not gonna die this way, but I get a chance at Bakan going up. House. Lyra, 10 damage. 6 to 25. More stealth, and way more health. Gustav should have tempo charm. Well, got a Yaga. Would I consider putting absolutely really care how fast he attacks? More. Sure. What is my team now? Drop Gustav, keep Amadeus? Yeah. Okay. guess. Support anybody. That's not bad. That's really good. We're dropping a ranged guy. But everybody getting 3 stealth. That also gives them overkill. Like that. Berserk. Okay. That's a fair item pickup. Toss on you, girl. That will likely ensure that the magic band-aid gets used. Hail Apostle again. Oh. But now we have Yaga out here who's gonna be maybe not killing right away. No, he kills that guy right away. This is... we're in a much better place, I think. Somehow Yaga and Styx both ended up with 7 ambush. Styx doesn't have anything that should be generating more ambush. Did he really get 4 attacks off? Okay, so Styx got 4 attacks off. Okay. Yeah, if I had a rock camouflage right now, this would be... I don't remember if I pressed up this run. That's a good thing to take care of right now. Test dummy, very good. Test dummy on Styx, extra good. So test dummy on Amadeus, also potentially. Let's do that. For sure. If I do this, all of these guys have to run around. Let's attack that guy. Hi. Ha. Ha. We're at least getting 2 people on the Pale Apostle. I love watching Lyra suddenly stealth. What the? Did you see the white box appear on Amadeus there? Oh. An additional unit. Tempo on 3 attacks is good. I think the only thing I'm gaining on it, though, is attack from Lyra. Don't know. mean, that's not bad. I could put this back on sticks. Thus give Yaga more damage. There got 18 additional damage. Self-buffing. This did work. Could see taking Kabuto Helm. Kabuto Helm is just a good item. So I would gain... Wait, that isn't even 3 attack speed. So this is just an upgrade over the fork wholesale. Or I could get... So... Let's see here. This, in that fight, gave me 36 attacks at least. Attacking at 2.3. So it would have given me 12 damage instead of 9. Versus if Yaga... Oh, more stealth. You're right. You're right. Diversion. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm on board. Now, do I want Lyra to be the person gaining all of the damage from that, or Yaga? I think it just makes sense for Lyra because of her attack speed. I can afford an upgrade. Can I afford 2 upgrades? Do I care about my items right now? I'm still not full on items. Okay, let's take a look. Probably ending this way. Don't want that. Unless it happened to be Bakan at this stage. Don't really want 2 merchants. They're being very generous with the merchants this run when I have no money. Alright, how many upgrades can I optimally get? 1, 2, 3, 4? There's no way I can afford that. That's 1 combat, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could go up here. 6, 7. 8. 8 combats. I need 120. At least 120. Like 100. Like 210. So that means getting 4 of them. There were... There are 4 to get. I don't know if I get the money to do so. Flash game about... Was it a idle game? Bullet. I know I played an idle game. Turned around. Wait, that's the... pay attention to who did more. Kiaga. I definitely played a game like that at some point. I don't know that it was a bullet hell. But you like gain the ability to do everything. Like everything is a thing that you have to pay for. I feel like it might have been called DLC or something like. Did we all stay alive? Wild. So I guess I should have upgraded Lyra. I should get 60 by the next grade. That's so brilliant. I love that. I think Lyra. Yes. Good news. This pick doesn't matter. Really like targeting that idiot. Ooh, this is nice. Let's put Amadeus down. I think we found a great synergy of relics here. I don't know that it's necessarily the build that I wanted to go. I guess the game just wants me to fight the Pale Apostle today. Everyone, get in here. It's something about Amadeus coming out of stealth that the game does not like. Report a bug. Amadeus. Wait. beatbox and Amadeus over here. Really want that. Everybody getting tempo 6 HP seems cool. I wish I could see what shops I have coming up or skipped. Go that route. That would have been 2 free items. So we can afford another upgrade. If we go top route, we can probably afford 2 upgrades. No, we can't do 2 upgrades. We've got to go by relic. So if we're going bottom, that's 3 relic. Miss out on an upgrade, but gain more relics. I don't know. Ludwig's Harmony's not bad. Tempo Charm, all enemies. Huh. What if I ran Edith, Yaga, Amadeus, Lyra, Styx? That would put everybody stealthed. Edith would have like 3 stacks. Yeah, Edith would have 3 stacks of charm on everybody. Nope, sorry, 1 stack of charm on everybody when Edith comes on stealth. Same HP. Oh, that's stupid. Okay. I think if we go that route, we've got to do some crazy like spacing of guys. What items does Nina even have items? Okay, Nina has items. So we're like bounce everybody over to Lyra, Lyra disappears, bounce them to Edith, Edith disappears. I feel like this is going to be some crazy back and forth stuff. Let's find out. Everybody survived. We took no damage. I think we take the Wig Trinome. But additional healing seems interesting with tempo 6. But let's get more attack speed. Yeah, nobody took any damage there, and we bounced things around like nuts. Edith avoided a whole bunch of damage because of the charm. That's interesting. Edith might have taken a hit, but she healed it. Band-aids on Styx, I guess. I can afford an item, though I'm probably better off skipping it. Huh. That would have been sick to. Alright, Chabristle is great for ranged folks. And we position them in a place where they can all be attacking. And away we go. Lyra died. the back and forth dance there is so funny. Yup. I don't have an sell, do I? I could sell the. Give me something good. Poppy corn. Oh. Okay. Wow. This is how we end it? We have enough money to buy a single thing. Three damage is neat. Everybody getting more shield, I feel like, is better. Toxic pollen is always good. Spotlight's not it. Coated dart is good, but it's not really necessary to our build. Nettle blade is fantastic. Could put a nettle blade on sticks. Could put a nettle blade and a twig on Gaga. But I think rock camouflage is a much better thing. Like if I had the money, I don't. If I had the money. Now, we take a chance at getting Bakan. Yes. Oh. Ooh, bad news for you. Nope, we're not putting Bob in. Just that, right now. So I think the only bad thing here is Lyra is immediately going to unstealth and re-stealth and unstealth and re-stealth. Thankfully, getting 8 armor, there should be able to handle itself here. But she didn't. Doot, 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 doot. Good job, Ahmed. Sneak attack's fine, but they're not full health. So we take toxic pollen. Do we dare solo this with Yaga? I think that's fine. That's again, I think Lyra's the first one to die. Nobody died. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. 1 Edith, 2 Edith, 3 Edith, 4 Edith. Styx did not become Edith, but Edith has taken over. Yeah, they sure are. Edith clone 3 dance. Bug sent successfully. Yeah, do a little dance, Edith. Ediths. Why did Edith do so much damage there? I guess it's not the damage that put it in first place. It's the damage avoided. Because Edith gets all the procs of charm credited to her. It's 2-1. So that means Lyra attacked like 27 times that fight. Edith was a very good late game pickup. Clearly a better pick than Stealth. Edith was a much better pick than Nina. Like, just instantly better. Which is a shame. Yeah, you're right. I don't have a good reason for why that happened. Styx had no items. Yet. And ended stealthed. And he outperformed Yaga. That's kind of wild. I need to take a clip send that to devs of the Edith clone. One moment, please. Not able to. Almost put me where I want to be. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. No sound. Please no sound. Yay, it knows. No, I don't think placement has anything with it. Styx was just wailing on the guys at the bottom. That is actually a perfect clip. Sorry. I mean, I'm watching this clip and I honestly have no idea why he did more damage. Because Styx was just wailing on the things at the very bottom. We're gonna call this Edith Clone Dance. Save clip. Come on. So I'm gonna maximize. Alt. Stretch. Now you tell me, what is it that he does? Actually, I don't need all this bottom junk. What does he do to slaughter the entirety? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks on that. 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets like He did nothing. Sticks did nothing. Meanwhile, Yaga goes up here, attacks this thing, kills it, comes over here, kills something, kills another thing, runs over there, kills that, runs back in here, kills things. Sticks did more damage, but it was not useful damage by any means. What? What did it do with my game? What? Why did it think I wanted to remove the game as well? What is going on here? OBS is being weird. Yeah, enjoy space. Yeah, Yaga did more effective damage. Styx was just out here bullying these three, or he only attacked 2 spawners. Did more damage, but none of it was effective damage. Also, how did my boy do 176 damage when he does 30? It's a shame that's not an actual space picture. I took a picture of the strawberry moon. Let me send it to my wife so that I have access to it myself. The blight spreads once more. For the Hive. I don't know that it's like the best picture ever, but I took it with my phone. Strawberry. It's a little fuzzy. Could just be the impression of Facebook. So on the night of June 10th, I don't know why it was called a strawberry moon, but from like 9 o'clock to about midnight, the moon was kind of like golden. Image. I would like an image, please. Strawberry moon. Brown. It was a full moon. Okay. It's just really enormous. The moon. It looked like that. I put it like that. Hit that button. Oh yeah, that looks right. This is totally how the night sky looks, right? Oh, you know what? There's actually a thing that I do want to be on the screen. I don't know why it isn't. Maybe that big? And maybe nail it? Did I nail it? Oh, it's like so in Pokemon Yellow, when you select your name and your rival's name for the speed run, it's optimal to have a one character name, and having a one character name that is within one tile of the letter A is also optimal. So it could be A, it could be B. I forget what's below E, or what's below A. It might be F. So when you do that, you end up getting this as the character's name whenever it talks. And to me, whenever I see that, I think of like a caveman face. You know, a guy with like a really huge underbite with his little eyes there. And so in my Twitch channel, that's actually an emote. But back when I streamed Pokemon a lot more, I had somebody make a constellation of it. Because I always had a space background, a galaxy background looking thing. So I hid it as an Easter egg, as like, hey, there's a little constellation in the background for whenever I display it. Um, and it's my little caveman bee face. Now you know the lore. Yay, Bob. This feels like a really Ulysses without other tempo feels like a really bad choice. I like Hercules. I like Achilles more. So now you'll get to see how weak we're definitely going bottom. Lissy, more like useless. So there's one upgrade. Wow, what a choice. I can choose from an upgrade, an item, or a relic. We're definitely going down here, right? So there's one, maybe two shops to potentially do. No, I think I skipped this shop. I think I go for the up. And that's tough. We're not gonna have any money. Wild. So it is. That should be much lower. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Everyone, get in here. Look at my boy when he's slow. Does not feel good. It's amazing how slow 0.7 feels. Yeah, Yaga without fast would be very rough. Go down. I don't like my op. So Mordred is actually a 90 HP unit. More Berserk, that seems good. Game, would you kindly, please, I beg, oh my goodness. Okay. Well, item did I get? Could give Achilles. What am I talking about? Shut up. Give me the right item. No. Now everything I'm getting is Berserk. Cool. Okay. Obtain Percival. Feel gooder. So you go up here? I thanks, game. Thank you so much for your generosity. Cool. Where are you going? No, you're not. Going right there. Crap, I need those guys to die, though. This is bad news. Alright, good job, Achilles. Mordred didn't take any damage. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. Yeah, he did. Achilles took no damage. Good job, Achilles. Sneak attack can be good, but I don't think taking it. Yeah, I think card is what I want. Rage is also good. Because I know my guys are gonna die. But let's take this because we know we got shops coming up. We ain't gonna be able to afford nothing. You attacking him. No ranged guy. It's fine. Slowly is. Boy. Need to get this guy some stimulants. Get him some caffeine. Ooh. Okay. That's great. How far away am I? I think I sell that for Silent Killer. It's good. The bark plate's good. But ain't the thing we need. Now, Lacan with attack speed versus Achilles with attack speed and fast. I think like the issue here is Khan's just not strong, right? I think Percival's more likely to die. Do you think when Percival comes back to life, he regains his spikes again? Could give Percival 3 more spikes. Could give everybody stealth. All my melee units 2 damage. Think fumes. Oil's not bad. Fumes is definitely gonna proc. We're going bottom. I can't say that I'm that fond of it, but it gives me an item, a free item. Yeah. We are incentivized to go to shops now. Achilles is going to get a lot of kills, but I don't know that he's going to take a lot of damage. I hate everything. This is what I get. I would take that. I would take that. That. It's the only one. I would take that. So shops overstock when you have two shops back to back with no battles in between. Womp, womp, womp. I did my... You know? I don't think it uploaded my short. Definitely did this. Certainly don't want to put two shorts out there. That would be awful. It did not upload my... Oh, I didn't click share to YouTube like a dummy. Like... Bug. Sorry. Why do I have to be poor? I have $5. Now Achilles has a reason to be executed. Yeah, it was a me problem. I think it's not a me problem, but don't see it still. Hey, it's up. Game would be easy. Yeah, I was talking in the Discord today about playing on the higher blights, and I think I said it this way. I think my naivety in like what the things do, I only really view the shop value or shop being more expensive as a like terrible part of this. Like more pebbles, it can be annoying, but it typically doesn't affect that much in how you're laying stuff out. Like when you have these 5 blocks and there's a obstacle that's blocking one of them, it certainly sucks, but unless you're playing a harmony build, the obstacles aren't typically detrimental to what's going on. Enemies having a 0.2 attack speed increase, like, yeah, that means you're getting a little bit more damage, but in general, I don't feel like this is that big of a deal. Elites having 50% more HP, probably a bigger deal than I like put on it. You know, maybe if this guy died a little bit quicker, I would win more frequently. But I don't know. I think that in general, the biggest thing is the fact that shops cost 20% more. Like if I had my choice of things to remove, I would make the shops not cost 20% more, and I would keep any of them. I would double this to not have my shops cost 2x or 20%, because you cannot afford an early shop. Shops can be super strong. Early game, they're weaker than an item choice. An item choice is going to give you something that you can afford as the biggest reason why you didn't want to take a shop over it. Obviously, if you've got the member card, it changes, but you typically don't, or I typically don't. I probably should, because it adds value to the shops that this takes away. But there's like a very real chance that you start the game and have a shop within your first like 3 tiles and you can't afford anything. And this, at least when the map was always the same, it was much stronger. This was a much stronger nerf because you had a dead spot always. Yeah, map being longer definitely helps the membership card be useful. I don't know where I want to put my guys because I don't really want to be in AoE range. 2 guys attacking Mordred here. Do something like that. Got 1 guy attacking Mordred at that point. We're separating for the AoE. Achilles can be over here. I want something like that. Right. Good job, Mordred. You stayed alive. You offer me rock camouflage. I take rock camouflage. You like toxic pollen, though. Soloing the second boss isn't big of a deal. Yeah, I don't think rock is bad. Been a lot of chatter in the Discord. So my normal thing to do is put Bakan on the boss. I think that's still what I do here. Generally want all our guys headed in the same direction because of Achilles. It spreads, but it halves. And I think I don't value the having poison as much as I value this guy dying from poison. Also confirmed Yaga can one shot. I would take everything here except for the Lost Warrior. Predator is just an easy take. I don't think it's that strong. But it's certainly not weak. Why did my guys go stealth? Did somebody die? I don't think anybody died. But my guys definitely were stealth. Yeah, nobody died, but I certainly saw Achilles get stealthed. On Achilles that stealths him? Oh. Oh, was it Percival dying and coming back with stealth? Yeah, I think that's... Okay. God, if I already did that. Bottom is not good for money, but it gives me an item. How many upgrades? 1, 2, 3. 3 upgrades. How many shops do we get if we go that route? 1 shop. How many enemies do we... 1, 2... Second elite. We could take the bottom route here. No. We gotta take... I guess the only choice then is this right here. Do we take an item right now? Or money? We're going to get items. We need money. I don't have the overkill yet. Doesn't matter. Can't I pick this guy? So, oh, this is what happened. So Percival dies, and because I have fumes, when he revives, everybody gets the 3 stealth. But he also comes back stealthed. That is a really cool interaction. Can I actually? Okay. So onion, I would like to be on Percival. Drop the suspenders, give the onion. Sure. I'm happy to report that this is not the pale prophet or apostle or whatever he is. Put Percival down. Hector is default idiot right now. Here. We want to kill this guy as soon as possible. Don't think I want you fighting him though. Yeah, actually that's fine. Everyone, get in here. They're out here doing Hector thing. Yup, we take the rice in it. Although, take the rice. Um, this makes sense. So, really? Trash item. I don't really want to do that, but I don't feel like a guy's gonna get enough attacks off for it to matter. On Hector, Hector I don't think has enough health. 80 health. Does have overkill and execution. Yeah. Wow, this is a dangerous map. Boy is not a fan of this map. You know, I do want you. You no, this is what I want. Everybody on Percival except for this one guy who's gonna get stomped by Hector. Why did Percival go? Percival, you big dumb like. No. Inclined to take the rose? The only person who gets that is Hector. Rose buffs Percival, not by much. Oh, they changed the way this reads too. It now says 5 health. It used to say 1, but it gave 5. It's weird. Why do they keep giving me this item? I'm honestly upset. Why do I have 3 of this razor blade? Gross. Absolutely gross. Disgusting. Hate it. I would buy the rock camouflage, right? And onions and, but I don't get to buy any of them. Okay. That is to be on Achilles. Hear me out. I said hear me out, but what I meant to say is we're selling that and getting an upgrade on Percival. All enemies getting fumigated is good. I think Warning Stench is just a better starting. $80, $120, $160. We're all stealthed. Percival has 1 HP. Beautiful. Maybe a little behind. You might not be watching live. I don't like them. I could have Pecan clear them. That would be great. I didn't watch. Alright, team feels decent now. Percival going off with his spikes. Khan not getting nearly enough credit. Billy's hurting himself. Or is it Hector hurting him? 40 damage by the end of it. So he got 3 kills. That's not very big. Silent killer happens at any time when they... That's good. Go stealth and just get damage. I don't think I do Hector justice, to be honest. I hate you. Don't really have a good way to deal with you. Where are you going? Rather send him to the guy. Have to here. These guys are all going down. I don't. This. I said the blockades or the obstacles don't really cause much. This one right here, pretty bad obstacle to get. If it wasn't there, I could put Pecan here and have him shooting your boy. Oh well. I think it definitely would have made a difference. Their stench. So this is the nerf affects things like stench, or the reworking affects things like stench so much. You can take 3 of these, and there is essentially no difference. But getting 2 of them means additional poison is going to be better. Percival will do a lot more damage with oil. Brother did 344 damage that time. He's um, um, um. Fighting that guy seems fine. Do I actually want this because he's not gonna take any damage from the spikes? Yeah. Grid on. This guy gets so strong so quick. Should be fine. Do that. Here we go. Good job, Bakan. 500, 600. 600 poison. Harvest is good. That's a lot of healing. Attack speed. Attack speed on Bakan is all I have. Oh, that's pain. That's all I have. In the end, if I end up getting better items, I can move that onto Achilles. Well, yeah, Harvest was a good choice. Would have made shops better. Go here. We're in Act 3 now, so 1, 2? There's only 2 upgrades. one I think I've got this route. Feels crap. A party member. Guess it could be tier 3 Yaga. Alright, so if we're drawing this up from final this route. Oh, yes. This way. That's a interesting question. Who do I upgrade? Percy? Percy. What a weird stealth build I have, Kurt. This is not the poison build. This is fully stealth. We go down. Yeah, let's go down. Let's get money. I think Hector got some kills there. Yeah. Yeah, Hector getting he got one kill. Who got kills? They couldn't have all died to Percival, could they? He did a lot of damage, but he only got one kill. What in the world? That's a fun map. You for barricading the spike guys. All those people died to Percival spiking him. I like Percival a lot, yeah. Just went off. Would it make sense? Oh, I don't have time. Isn't there like a berserk heal yourself or something like that? Never mind. So we're going route. Definitely going up here. The one thing I know is this was the fight to choose. Did you die? Oh, it was Percival. Okay, that makes more. Percy with the KS. So there's only one more upgrade. Give it to Hector? I wouldn't normally spend this much time thinking, but I'm trying to figure out how much money I need to save. It's like, do I need to save 60 or 30 for one of these bozos? I guess I could just go through the shops and stuff and figure it out. Necessarily need the decision right now. Hector dessert. Hector is no longer just bench support. Han's over here shooting these guys instead of the back line he needs. If I had scavenger right now. That. Well. Okay. So now somebody gets fast. I'm inclined to make that somebody Hector. But giving Achilles attack speed also good. Oh? Think Achilles? Think I drop. So Achilles does overkill, or Achilles does area damage, but Hector gets overkill. And while they're obviously not one-to-one, the base damage different. I feel like Achilles needs something like that. Okay. Our boy Achilles is ass. He is slow. Every manner. He attacks slow, he walks slow. He ended that with full health. Half the attack speed of Hector. Still slow. Hector got 3 kills. Good job, boy. Going bottom here. Versus Spore Belcher. Yep. So this is a weird one. Everybody except... Actually, I think I like that better. His range doesn't take spike damage. Sad to see Mordred doing exactly what we expect. Should be fun. Good job, Bakan. Guy ended with 108 armor. Overkill. I could give everybody Berserk. Everybody has Berserk except for Bakan. So that would mean everybody gets an HP buff. I think only Hector has execution. Although I could give it to somebody. 6 damage. Health just seems like a thing to take. I mean, it's not just Hector, it's everybody. Yay, more spikes. Didn't I get something spike related? Yeah. No, this. Could give more spikes to everybody. Hello. Hang on a second. We have one upgrade. It's gonna cost me $60. Should go on Hector. Buy this. Do I spend the 150 here, hoping that I get 30 here? It's not the end of the world if I don't get... Like, I could end up upgrading Mordred or Achilles. But that means more HP, right? No. Yes. This is HP. Berserk to everybody's just good. Because everybody has Berserk right now, right? Berserk. He is Berserk. 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 Everybody but Bakan. Bakan's not getting attacked, so he doesn't matter. And then an additional Cloak Dagger for Bakan. Increase attack speed on Achilles. Or Mordred, I guess. Could have Mordred do less damage, but attack way. Or would giving stealth to somebody be? Overkill Achilles with stealth. Minus Berserk. No, I think I take away the fast. I think I put that on Hector. We're taking that for sure. Taking that for sure. Do we take Berserk, make Shattered? Question. I could give somebody 4 stealth and thus 0.4 attack speed. What is the rest of my buff with stealth? Also 5 damage. Also shield. Also over. Also poison damage. that going on him just makes sense. I feel like I skipped the Berserk. Really? Because I kind of want to drop one of these items. Because that's going to make him overkill. It's going to increase his damage. It's going to give him stealth. It's going to give him armor. Like, that's all stuff that we want happening. If Hector didn't have overkill, I think I'd put it on him. I think I'm losing. I have $15 here. I'll just take this. Not that deep. Big thing now is I can just immediately threaten that guy. Am I that worried? I'll switch. Fine. Do I drop the onion for more spikes on Percy? I don't think so. Do I? I think the onion's very strong. Let's go. Wish I could put more people. Hail Apostle right away. Right. And he's always going to get corralled. Boss is dead. No losses. Percival died but came back. Your own Percival, Jesus. More health. Gaining the attack speed off Percival. Still only have one guy with overkill? No, I have overkill whenever I'm stealthed, right? Yeah, that's right. So that's 6 damage on those 3 guys. I think I take the damage. Yeah, I think Percival's strong enough. And I got just under the money I. So an additional warning stench at the beginning means that everybody starts at 10. But nitroxin being on all enemies around what dies means that enemies have the potential to get over the 5 initially from warning stench. Excuse me. Oh, that's true. So Hector being at 20 versus Achilles being at 8. 8 and 80. 120. I think we're actually making Hector can do work this run, right? What's up, Cupcake? Take Cupcake. He ain't playing. We'll take him. Overkill. Well, now I can just give Overkill to everybody. Man, I wish I could get a Pride Crest. If I could get a Pride Crest over the Onion, I think I would put the BF Hammer on Achilles over the Cloak Dagger. Because that affects 4 attacks. This gives him Overkill his entire fight. Alternatively, Mordred? I don't have money. Wow. Jew harps are such a... Seems fine, right? We've got 5 chances at this. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what happened there. Oh. Never mind, I think I have an idea of what happened there. Hector got 2 kills. Mordred did some work. Achilles, 272 divided by 16. He hit some folks. 16? He hit like 16 people. That's 16 times 16, 272. 250. So 17. He hit 17 enemies. So he got 2 swings off, I think. Bakan just did Bakan things. Percival exploded everything. There's still an enemy on. But this time we didn't all turn into Edith. Let's make a very short clip. I did my title. Because it's the wrong video. That's why. This one's going to be called Blink and You'll Miss It. Or Perceive Percival. Just explode everything. Save clip. Seems fine, right? Hey, it's me. Go away, me. I really like Percival. Big Percival fan. What a funny run. So, I mean, I wouldn't call that a poison run. Although I did get a lot of poison things. That was very clearly a Thorns run that included poison. My second run was a stealth run. So the only poison run we had tonight was the first one. I don't know how I feel about it. I think there's definitely some lingering relic changes that probably should be looked at. Yeah, it was strong, but it had nothing to do with poison being why it was strong. Like I would say this one was all over strong. The amount of fights where the only person who died was Percival were frequent. Which means we're doing good with our unit comp. The first one suffered from a very bad beginning. Aside from having Paris and Bacon, the rest of the comp was very weak. So yeah, I think Warning Stench needs reworked. I think Nitroxin also worth looking at. Same with Rice. I just feel like it's not that these things are necessarily weak because they all are giving 1 poison per second, and that's a strong thing. But having 1 stack of Ricin infusion versus 2 stacks of Ricin infusion, it doesn't really make sense. You're as inclined to want 1 as you are 2. I feel like the same with Warning Stench. Now, if you have 2 of these and no, I don't think it really does that much different. No. I think the relics need to be looked at. I'm fine. I think the relics need to be looked at. I think Morgana needs to be looked at as well. Because this version of poison completely renders Morgana inept. Um, like I think nitroxin is I think nitroxin is actually stronger than either of these. Ricin infusion can at least be stacked multiple times. Warning stench is weak, but it's also not. I think I so I think I like the idea of the poison being per stack, but I think the easiest thing to do would make it tick at 5 stacks, and then clearly you would take Bakan back down to what he was before. But if you had it ticking at 5 stacks instead of 10, the ramp isn't nearly as drastic as it is here currently. But like having both of these inherently does no difference. Obviously, the ricin is continuing to stack up, but it makes something like Warning Stench feel really weak. Not that it is really weak, because you're adding poison. Well, alone, it's doing 1 DPS to every unit in battle, at least at the start of the battle. Things like this little idiot don't get affected by it. It would also mean Morgana at 4 damage. If you just buffed it to 5 damage, Morgana would then be actually effective. Because 2 hits would be 2 damage instead of needing 5 hits to actually do per second. Stealth is still very strong. Thorns is unbelievably strong. I don't know that Morgana did need that much of a buff. I think an attack speed buff on Morgana probably would have been the easiest way to get there initially, previously. Um, that's not. That's what. Um, yeah, I think the AoE guys are nerfed in a certain way to make them not overpowered. Like they are built as a unit that you can see the potential very easily. Like Achilles, if you get his stuff up, you can easily see how strong he could be. Same with Hector. I think Hector doesn't get there. Hector has a lot of potential, but it's only mental potential. Achilles can actually get there. And I think like if I wanted to build Achilles into put the damage on him, the attack speed thing on him, Achilles is actually super strong. Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you. I think there's certainly concern of having units that are strictly overpowered, which is why, me making videos and doing Bakan things has resulted in all of the back-to-back patches that have happened having degrading effects on our favorite little stick bug. Um, Which, in one manner, I'm inclined to agree. I think having a character who can solo the game is not something you necessarily want. I can understand if it takes like exactly specific relics to get there, but that's not what happened in the previous patch. Um, I agree. I like the poison rework, but I think it needs some adjustment, and I think that changing that number from 10 to 5 could be easy enough, or like the simple enough thing, because then you don't need to rework the relics because all the relics are already at 5 except for nitroxin. But getting from 3 to, at 15, at that point you had killed 3 enemies, you could get, or if you killed 5 enemies you could get to 15. Like, that seems doable, much more doable than 7 enemies to get to 2. Um, yeah, I think the difference is good for poison. I think it was too strong previously, but I think it's just a little overcorrected, or it, everything else needs to be reworked up to what it is. I think the simplest solution is probably making it 5. Because then everything just makes sense. Have what Bakan does. Charm probably does need a buff. You're not wrong. I think having Charm, like the Charm Relic, was 3 damage per Charm stack. This dude's got 200 health. At the same time, like, none of these guys had huge damage numbers in their perceived damage, but yet we're able to completely obliterate. I think, yeah, I think you're right. Having some sort of relic be necessary to the build at all isn't cohesive. And I think Nina needs more health, but I mean, that's all balance adjusting. You can get to those places. But yeah, having a tank with 40 HP is kind of struggle bus. 2,500 points. Give her more charm instead of more HP? That's interesting. Not gonna do it. But, oh, it's like I could have had Bakan. I think doing a relic for a 3rd item slot, or a trinket for a 3rd item slot, is a cool idea. Alright, that's gonna end my stream for the night. Thanks for hanging out with me, IDM. Appreciate you being here. we'll see. I'll provide the devs feedback in Discord and see what they think. But it's interesting changes. I am liking where the game's going. I think I still need to do some more runs for sure. But it's going places. I like it. Don't know when I'll be streaming next. Yeah, I mean, world's their oyster. There's so many things they can do. They've got 5 plans that they intend on bringing in, so there's a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, they could have centipedes. Oh, what could the centipedes do? I think there's the potential that I could stream on Sunday. Or Saturday night. I took all of next week off, but I'm going to a theme park. So that won't be stream time, sadly. Thanks. I plan on it. It's gonna be a lot of walking, but I hope it's not as hot next week as it is this week. Man, I don't want to be walking around a theme park in 90-degree weather. I'm with you. I would prefer not to be walking. But it'll help me lose some weight, right? But until next time, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. I will see you later.